my political party may be choosing a party color. So I'd like to ask your help because I have a color in mind, very inclusive, I think very good, pure, and I would like feedback, especially from African Americans. The party could become, as a color, the white party. And the argument is very strong. There's one big counter argument, though. The argument for inclusiveness. White is the combination of all colors, unseparated. White is in the red, white, and blue scheme, neither red nor blue, but a place where both could go to. Democrats could migrate there. Republicans could migrate there. White has the benefit of being the color of all the stars on our flag. And white has the symbolism, this is from 100 years ago, of resisting tyranny. Because when Russians were fighting for their freedom against the communist takeover, the communists were the Reds, the upstanding Russians, who unfortunately lost, their color was the white. So a lot going for it, and then there's a name that's going to, in some people's minds, be connoted with white supremacy, or it's the party of only white people. So I especially ask African Americans, if everything about the party was appealing, would you be comfortable being part of, registering, or voting for somebody whose party color is white? Now, recognize, your color isn't black. My color is not white. I am so far from white. I'm a form of a beige. If you saw an actual white person, she or he would look like from another planet, okay? There's no such thing as a black person, okay? The most dark-skinned person from Central Africa is a version of brown. So even these labels are bad in the first place. And as you might know from other videos, I am for overcoming the even look of one versus another that has plagued us. Mostly went away early in this century, and then unfortunately, white versus black has been brought back in the last maybe 10 years. I have a whole discourse about, 12 or 13 videos about how, quote, white fragility, the book and the concept conjured up by Robin DiAngelo, is a very damaging thing. Well, all of us in one party with a color that might be called white is a very good thing, a very healing thing, and maybe a very potent thing for change. I would like to hear from you, especially African Americans, but also Caucasian Americans who sympathize with African Americans' feelings. Please write me. I am Mark Stewart Greenstein. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your consideration.